So you saw that show. I was going to say I saw a show that just premiered last week called Vinyl. They've been promoting it for a while, but it is the new HBO show by the creator by Terrence Winter, and I mean it's produced by Terrence Winter, Martin Scorsese, Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
But it's primarily Terrence Winter and his whole gang of writers they really came to be on The Sopranos. And they completely ran Boardwalk Empire.
Yep.
And so this is their next show. And so it premiered this last week. It was 2 hours. The premiere was 2 hours. Which, you were saying, I didn't know that. You started it.
I watched half an hour.
That's
and
how
I had to go
Boardwalk was too.
I think so.
I didn't have time to finish it. Yeah. So
I wasn't aware of that either, and I ended up staying a lot later than I thought I was going to. But it was I looked and it was like. Yeah, it was 2 hours long, and as soon as it ended, the credits came up, and it was directed by Martin Scorsese, which I didn't know that either.
Crazy.
He did the first episode of Boardwalk as
well.
well.
Did, yeah.
So this is just
the same deal.
Yeah.
Same crew and everything.
What's the show about, though?
It is the 1970s music industry. It is New York, I'm going to say his name wrong, Bobby Carnevale?
Good enough.
Whatever.
Sounds good.
Is the main guy. You've seen him before. Actually, wasn't he in Friends at one point?
I don't know.
He might have been. If you see him, let me know. But anyway, but he's a great actor. He's the lead guy. He's an executive at a record label that they are debating selling their label. They can't get the next big thing. They don't know what they're going to do. They tried to have they're on the verge of a deal with that guy. Yeah, they're on the verge of a deal with Led Zeppelin, and it might not go through, and it's not looking good. It's a whole bunch of chaotic shit. New York at that time was incredibly violent.
Yeah.
Things were fucked up. And there's been kind of mixed reviews for this premiere, and a lot of the bad reviews said there is no one likable on this show. They are all on coke. Yeah. They are all doing coke throughout the episode.
This sounds like a great show.
Everyone is angry and everyone's at each other's throats. And I totally agree with that. And normally that is a turnoff on a show, but I just felt like that was the time. And it's just the first episode, and I'm starting to see threads of where it's going to go with the main guy kind of piercing through all this. So I don't know. I'm interested. If it's just that and there's never any kind of anything more interesting about anybody, that's another story. But I don't know. For the first episode, I thought it was great.
Like a show my dad is going to love.
Probably.
Yeah.
Hey Derek, that was the first thing I thought of. 1970s New York is a show for your dad.
Yeah. My dad specifically.
Yeah.
But
I did not know it was Ray Romano until he started talking. I saw him on screen.
Yeah.
Did not recognize that was him until his voice came out.
Hey, I like Ray Romano. I know you guys don't agree with me, but I like.
I don't just like him.
Everybody Loves Raymond. Great sitcom. I've been watching it on Netflix again. It's funny.
Yeah. Well, there you go. He's one of the main dudes in this show.
And Ray Romano.
So it was Andrew Dice Clay is in this show. He was another executive, and he's got fucking giant mustache and like
slick back
mutton chop kind of thing, whatever. But he was great. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I don't know. See what you think. Some people were mixed on it, so see what you think.
Cool. I want to check that out. Yeah. I really like Boardwalk Empire, and I'm looking forward to that.
Boardwalk Empire never had the biggest ratings, and apparently the premiere of this show didn't do that great.
Really?
But HBO put out HBO talked about it and basically said, "Yeah, we don't care." It was like,
you'll figure out the show's good.
And they said, really, you don't care? And they said, oh, as long as it's getting some accolades and people, and we have great actors and great talent working on it, and we can keep that, we're going to keep going because ratings for us, like they said, the networks care about ratings because, how many people are seeing the ads? Yeah. We don't depend on ads. Right. So as long as people are subscribing to HBO and we're getting good word of mouth, that just generates good stuff for us.
All right, it's settled then. HBO needs to sponsor Mega64.
Yeah.
Yes. That's the kind of support we need. But really, I mean,
that's good.
Half of the thing is almost like Netflix where they can watch it whenever they want to watch it. So it doesn't matter if they watch the premiere or not because they'll watch it eventually.
Yeah, and they said like by us continue, they've already signed off on a second season. Mm-hmm. They already have. Even though the first episode didn't do that great, and they said, to us, it's in our best interest to keep all these Sopranos writers here. Yeah. They're happy. They're going to make more stuff for us. Yeah. We have great actors who are happy working here because we're not lynching them if the second episode doesn't perform well. Right. So it works out. So that's pretty cool.
I really like that because I feel like a lot of TV, it lives and dies by like the first episode.
Yeah.
And a pilot isn't a be-all, end-all for what a show
Exactly,
can be.
yeah.
I don't think everything needs 2 seasons,
Yeah.
but I think that having faith and commitment in a show can really take it somewhere, and I think
Yeah,
that's really
you know
great.
what? You're,
yeah.
oh, go ahead. So I would say you're right because every single NBC or CBS or ABC show that I see a preview for that may even look cool, I don't watch because I think this is going to be canceled in 3 episodes anyway.
Especially NBC.
That's funny.
If it's a drama on NBC, there's no point.
Who cares?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that they're doing that. I mean, case in point, well, even Boardwalk Empire, that's an expensive ass show. And after its second to last season, it was like, man, the ratings are so low. Are they gonna? Is it canceled?
I was worried that was going to happen. It wasn't going to get
but they gave it 8 great final episodes.
Yep.
I mean, it wasn't a full season, but 8. There were 8 awesome episodes that wrapped the whole thing up, and it was awesome. And they're doing the same thing with Leftovers right now. I mean, the ratings have never been that great for that. The second season was so good, and they're like, okay, well, we're not canceling it. We're giving it a final third season to wrap it all up. So I think that's great.
Yeah.
People will keep watching if they know things aren't going to get blown up like that. So anyway.
That's great.